Let's go through the last 4 books I read with a yes, no, or maybe. First up, we have My Brilliant Friend by Elena. Yes. The New York Times placed this as its best book of the 21st century. Do I agree with this? No, but I did have a great time with it. This is the first in a quartet, and it's about the friendship, rivalry, and growing affection between 2 young women growing up in Naples. I found the start was quite slow, but it really found its feet and set the scene beautifully for what's to come. I'd definitely like to continue this. Next we have Persepolis. Again, yes. This is the first graphic novel I've ever read, and I had a good time with this. This is a memoir from a young woman growing up in Iran and Austria during and after the Iranian Revolution. This book doesn't set out to teach you what happened, but it is really illuminating and strikes that delicate balance between the gentle humour running through it and some scenes that are really devastating. Sunlight is another yes. I don't normally pick up much YA fiction, but when I found out that this is a dystopian novel and loosely based on The Handmaid's Tale, I was excited to pick it up. I read this so quickly, and I loved the friendships, the setting, the concept of Songlight. However, I did find the pacing dropped off a bit towards the end when it should have been building to a massive climax. However, this is the first in what's going to be a trilogy, so I understand there's a lot more to come. I'd definitely continue with it. Thank you so much to Faber for sending me the copy. And finally, Ancestors is a maybe. I enjoyed this and read it the whole way through, but if you're not interested in how archaeology and forensic anthropology have changed as a practice throughout time, this isn't for you. It examines several burial sites and tells us about early life in Britain and Europe more widely. However, it doesn't feel very focused and often meanders into interesting tangents that I think a lot of you might find frustrating. If you've read any of these, please let me know what you thought of them below.